It's an early morning at the old Powder Springs Toy Swap. Hello, everybody. Jordan Gasly here. Look, I got a punch for plastic, and I got Matt right over here. I don't which way. There we go, Matt. Right there. Oh! Anyway, we're at the toy swap that we hit up once every other month. I'm actually set up. I'm actually peddling some plastic over here. So by the time you see this table will be sold out. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And what in the? Oh my God. Anyway, so yeah, I'm set up. So I'm gonna try to break away.
Let's do a
film.
live on your video. Take a thumbnail for my video. You just keep talking.
All right. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm going to try to break away. Whoa! Hey now.
Got him in the cheeks.
So I'm gonna try to break away and show some stuff.
Oh yes.
So,
Look, let's see the people with the thumbnails
go.
that has the cheek.
All right. I was finally able to break away.
I open it up and it's.
And who in the world is running this booth? Oh my God!
This guy.
Let's see. That is the not buff Nedry right there.
Right.
So, James Bond Jr.
Less Nedry mania going on.
Look at that.
Find something cool for you. We'll find something cool for Daddy. And we'll go home.
That's a good Mr. Freeze figure. That's a good deal on that figure.
It was made for like store kiosks. You know how like
Mars Attacks cards? That's cool. So we got some die cast and some Hot Wheels. A Beatles plate.
That's really cool, but you don't need another pillow right now. You got so many pillows and stuff.
We got some Lego over here. What's happening, man? How you doing?
And I'm alright.
We got a retro Boba Fett. Whoa! Some Star Wars skate decks. These are pretty cool. Got some turtles. Man, switching it up today. You got some different stuff out.
Yeah.
See what we have in the Jurassic Park table over here.
How you been?
I've been all right, man. How about yourself?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah?
Set up today?
Let's see what we have over here. So we got some carded turtles.
holding this ended up being about 120 pounds.
That's pretty cool.
My Frenchie run up a litter. So
Carded turtles, some carded Motu, a Technodrome, which is getting reissued pretty soon.
she sat there and just bite on her
So we have boxed turtle stuff. A puppy dog right there. Looks like some Micro Machines or some Micro Galaxy. Let's see what we have over here.
Why is it going? Look at the 87 one or 97.
Yeah.
Why is it going for $100?
Right.
Which
there's
one?
two
The
The
Road?
Road. Someone explain to me why.
Because the cartoon was fantastic.
Okay.
I mean, that's the only thing I could think of.
I will totally do 35. Yes.
Solo in the Whoopi. There's a Swindle, Drag Strip, Warpath, Runabout? Runabout? One of the two. Armada Cyclonus. Go. Yes.
How's it going, man?
How's it going? How's it going with you?
Good.
That's your ball, bro. This,
Whoa, when was the last time you saw a Bots Master figure? Look at that.
there you go. You did see that guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Another Java.
That's missing the inside, but otherwise.
Let's loop around here, see what we got. Some Dragonheart figures. Some of the 90s Marvel and DC stuff.
20 a piece, I'll do you 30.
Some 3 3/4 inch vehicles here. Some fun stuff. ATST. A couple of Madeline Pryors. A couple of Goblin Queenies. Indy. I'm really sad that that line ended. Hodgepodge Power of the Force. This is of interest? It might be. I'm gonna have to stop because that is copyrighted music.
I'm gonna go get one more figure.
Let's see what we have at the Star Wars booth. We got an Imperial Stormtrooper. Look at that.
I have loose and I have in box.
I want the box. No, and I'm sure. Well, then you understand, of course.
Yeah, more Black Series. This guy's getting reissued, so I pre-ordered him. We got some of our Episode 1 figures.
Yeah, that looks good.
Maybe those two are getting reissued as well. See, we are at the My Lost Toy booth, and you will know them from our visits to Charlie's Collectible Show, CCS. Let's see here. We got the Chromia, a couple of Chromias right here. So we got the Frankenstein, that's a good one. God, this Wolfsbane looks really good. Like the texture on the legs and the arms. See, we have some loose Marvel Legends right here. We got some turtles. Check this out. Uh-oh, Belle Biv DeVoe's on in the background. Some of the best advice I ever got from Belle Biv DeVoe was never trust a big butt and a smile. Had a Voltron and a Minosaur. Still think I want to go back and get those Tetra Jets. There we go. We got Jean Grey. I am staying away from these guys. Can't buy them all.
Has it been with you?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Ghastly Toy Crypt. It was a fun day at the Toy Swap, and I will admit I didn't get as much footage as I would have liked to on a normal Toy Swap day. I was actually set up today, or that day, and because it was yesterday, it wasn't today. I was set up, and I was actually kind of just hoping to clear out some stuff that I just don't need anymore, stuff that just really doesn't fit within the collection anymore. And my buddy David offered me a table in his booth space. So for the majority of the day, I was just kind of hanging out with Richard and Matt and Dub and David and a couple of other friends that we always see on the Toy Swap days. But I was pretty occupied with hanging out by my table, just making sure I didn't miss anybody who was interested in anything that I had on my table. I did make some money, but not as much as I did the last time whenever I set up and sold some stuff about a year or so ago. I think I made like $75 or $80, which is more than I had, so it's fine. But the swap was fun. It's, you know, usual faces, usual booths, usual vendors selling some fun stuff. But it is stuff that we have seen quite a few times before. So I didn't get too much footage, only because it's been in my past videos. All that to say, the haul portion for this is going to be very long because it was a heavy delivery week here at the Ghastly Toy Crypt household. I did not buy anything from the Toy Swap. I did trade a couple things for like some Mythic Legions figures, but it's nothing that you haven't already seen. It's like some extra figures that I was thinking about using parts for swapping. Anyway, I digress. It was a heavy delivery week here, and I have quite a bit of stuff to show you for the haul portion for this past week. And we're just going to go ahead and kick it off with our number one figure, our first figure that we're gonna see. Target was having a sale this week on a couple of things, so I do have a couple of things from Target. That's the first two things you're gonna see. The WWE Legends figures were on sale for $13. I don't normally buy a lot of WWE figures unless it's something that's very integral to pop culture. But I was gonna say I figured, and that was gonna be a terrible pun. So take that how you will. But I saw this character, or it's not even a character, it's a real person. And this person was a very important person in the middle of the 20th century. He was a civil rights activist. And he also just so happens to have been a very popular boxer. So I got a Muhammad Ali figure, formerly known as Cassius Clay. Muhammad Ali figure, and you know, it's Muhammad Ali just in his profession is iconic, but a lot of the stuff that he stood for in his personal life and his activism, I think is very admirable. So I wanted a Muhammad Ali action figure, and for about $10 off instead of the $23, it was $13. I couldn't say no. So Muhammad Ali, he's joining my eventual historical figure shelf once I get more shelves. Last weekend during Memorial Day, Target was having a sale on some Star Wars stuff and some Marvel stuff. And I had seen some people through Instagram say that they were finding really good deals on deluxe sized Marvel figures. And I thought I would try my luck. So the Tuesday after Memorial Day, I wandered into the Target on my way to work, and I asked if they had this figure in stock, and they did. Not only was it on sale from $35 to $25, but I also had a $5 like Target credit in the Target app. So, and I paid for it with my Target card. So I think I got it for like $19, and I picked up a Marvel Legends Angel figure. This guy's been on my list since he was revealed, and I almost paid the $35 for it, but I decided to wait, and the long game paid off for me because look at that figure. And again, I think I only paid like $19 and some change for him, so not mad at this whatsoever. So I'm going to show you the next 5 things at once. I pre-ordered these back in February. They came from the NECA online store, and NECA has been doing a lot of fantastic horror figures. I have all of the Universal Monster stuff. They're doing a lot of 80s horror. They're doing a lot of modern horror. What I thought was fascinating, that instead of doing something from a horror film, they did something from just Halloween. Now, back in the late 70s and early 80s, there were a couple of costume companies. One was called Collegeville and the other one was called Ben Cooper. And they would produce these costumes that they were mass produced. They would have like a, I don't want to call it cheap, but it was cheap, like a cheap plastic painted mask. And you would have this cheap plastic / vinyl, like almost jumpsuit that you would step into and then tie around the back of your neck. And then you would have a picture of the mask, like the character you were portraying for Halloween would be on the chest. I had a couple of like the monster ones, and I know I had some GoBot ones. But NECA produced figures of these Ben Cooper Halloween costumes. So they did which one is that one? That's the devil. Look at that. And each one comes with like a trick-or-treat bag. You can't see it because it's in the back of the character here. I haven't opened these yet, but the mask comes off like, you know, they're essentially trick-or-treaters wearing these old vintage costumes. Which one is this one? This one is the Mummy. Look at that. You can kind of see the trick-or-treat bag. And they're all designed from those really cool retro trick-or-treat bags from the 80s. In the 80s, 90s, and even in the 70s. Yeah, that one. Which one is this one right here? This one is the Frankenstein's monster. Look at that. He has a jack-o'-lantern pail, which is nice and classic. Look at that. I can't wait to open these. These are gonna be so fun to put on the mantle during Halloween. Let's see which one. Oh, we have the creature. Look at that. It'll be fun to mix and match some of this stuff too. And once again, the trick-or-treat bag behind his legs there. And I think they only come with trick-or-treat bags. I don't think they come with any other accessories. And finally, the skeleton. Look at that. That one might be it's a toss-up between this one and the Mummy. Might be my favorite. The Mummy, also not the only Egyptian pickup we've had this week. We'll get to that here shortly. But yeah, I love all of these. Check that out. They're just so good. I can't wait to open these up. This will make for some very fun figure photography during Halloween, because I have the Halloween 3 figures from that film, as well as my buddy NJ Tree about a year or so ago 3D printed 12th scale McDonald's buckets, the Halloween McDonald's buckets for me for my figures. So those will go very well with this. Moving on, I did pick up a Transformer this week. I was able to order the new Commander class Magmatron, and I have the box here because I've already opened them, but I'm going to show you the box and then I'm going to show you the figure. But here's the box right here. Now, Magmatron, if you're not familiar, was a character from the Japanese Beast Wars line. And even though I've not seen the show myself, I would like to see the show. But I love the fact that they're dipping into the Japanese continuities for some figures here stateside or for the main line. And I want to support that. I want them to see, I want Hasbro, or at least the Transformers crew, to realize that, you know, there is a market for some of these over here. Because I would love to have more figures from the Headmasters anime series, the Super God Master Force anime series, and the Transformers Victory anime series. I even, I have the two HasLabs from Transformers Victory. So anything that comes out from the Japanese specific shows, I really try to support. But Magmatron, as you can see on the back here, he's 3 different dinosaurs that kind of combine into this giant robot who is the commander of the Predacons in the Japanese continuity. What you don't see on this box is the other alternate form where all of the dinosaurs can combine into a battle mode. And I want everybody to brace themselves for the monstrosity you are about to see, because this is what it looks like. This is ridiculous. Look, they combine together at their butts, and this dude is just laying on top, this this pterodactyl Skysaur, I think is what he's called. He's just, I don't like. He's just kicking back. Technically, he's not even supposed to have his neck up. He's supposed to be like this. But let's be honest, like he needs this. The plesiosaur, the Seasaurus, is my favorite, just because he's got this really cool articulated neck. The Landsaur, like, what is this? This is a monstrosity, and I absolutely love him. I don't know what was going on when somebody thought, you know what, we should smash. This is a turducken, is what this is. This is the Transformers Beast Wars human centipede of characters, and I'm not sure how I take it back. I said I love him. I love him, and I'm going to stand by him because, Jesus, he is probably an abomination that just shouldn't exist. But I was messing around with it last night when I opened him up, and I was going to put him back in his robot mode, but then I made this mode because I took some pictures and that I was going to post on Instagram, and I just couldn't stop laughing at this ridiculous mode right here. And there's some questionable things, like he's a little gappy, but whatever, like it's crazy. But when you look right here, like the tail from the plesiosaur just kind of inappropriately hangs out right. Anyway, you know what? This is a family. I'm going to move on. And finally, last but certainly not least, something that I have wanted for years. I've just in the last handful of years have been going really hard on the Four Horsemen figures. Four Horsemen Studios, of course, does Mythic Legions, does Cosmic Legions, and probably my favorite of all of them, the Figure Obscura, where they take characters from either mythologies or literature and they make action figures of them. Some of you know in my personal life, I'm a historian. I work in history education, and ancient history was what I was originally going to school for. So I love that ancient Mediterranean. We're talking about, Egypt. We're talking about classical Greece and Rome, even ancient Greece. So it's a lot of that the trifecta from the Mediterranean between Egypt, Greece, and Rome were kind of like what really set me on my way. And a big part of that was learning about the pharaohs growing up and a lot of Egyptian mythology and a lot of the Egyptian deities. So if Four Horsemen had a Figure Obscura drop, it would have been about 2 weeks now, and they released a 2-pack. They came packaged individually, but it was a set of two Egyptian deities. They did an Anubis and a Bastet, and I couldn't hit purchase fast enough because the Figure Obscuras are always a surprise. They always get released on a Saturday morning with 2 drops with a tease the Friday before. So everybody speculates for Friday, and then at 9 a.m. the drop happens. This was about $120 for both of the figures, and I think it was like $10 flat rate shipping. So I could not hit purchase fast enough. They released the Bastet from the gods of ancient Egypt, and that's what the artwork is. Just everything about Four Horsemen, especially with the Figure Obscura, is just very methodically thought out. And much like all the other Figure Obscuras, they have that magnetic board where if you want to have like a diorama with a nice photo in the back, they have that. And let me get that out of the screen. But check out the Bastet. Look at that. You get all the canopic jars. I think that's called a cistern. I could be wrong, but we have a Bastet statue right there. A lot of fantastic ancient Egyptian accessories. And check out the back here. We have the statue of Bastet right there, and 4 different head sculpts. One of them is more of like a classic hieroglyphic artwork, and I can't begin to tell you that I'm pretty sure that these figures were made specifically for me. Actually, I'm gonna hold off right here, and I'm gonna show you the Anubis side by side. I haven't opened the Bastet yet. I did open the Anubis, and I'll show it here in a second. But I opened up the Anubis the day I got it, and I fully intended on, playing around with them and taking some photos and posting them on Instagram. And I just found myself just staring at it because it just looked so amazing. We're gonna put Bastet right here, and I keep fawning over this Anubis, so I'm finally gonna show you here. So here's the Anubis. There's the artwork. Here's the spine here. You see Bastet on the spine. You get his story right here. And once again, that nice magnetic cover with all of the artwork on the back here. And look at that Anubis. Comes with 3 different heads. You have a roaring head, a stoic head, and then you have one that is more related to the artwork on the hieroglyphics. We have a set of different hands. We have it's not an arc, but it's more like a chest of some sort where you can put some nice riches in there. He comes with a staff. He comes with a tail. And see, there's the artwork on this side right here. The artwork on the back. And this is that chest I was telling you about. And he comes with a statue of the jackal Anubis right there. Like I said, I am very convinced that somebody out in the ether said, you know what Jordan would really like? These. And once they were started to ship out, the Four Horsemen on one of their YouTube channels said that this is going to be a subline of Figure Obscura. So these are not the only Egyptian deities that we will get in the future. And I could not be happier. I think Four Horsemen is probably the best in the industry right now as far as quality of figures, the price of figures, and the accessories of figures. You get so much, especially with the Mythic Legions line. I do like Cosmic Legions, but for my money, Mythic Legions and Figure Obscura are where it's at. But these are fantastic, and I cannot wait. I need to carve out some shelf space specifically for this line, and I hope that with the popularity, because these ended up selling out pretty quick on both drops. I hope that once they go through their I guess pantheon of Egyptian deities, that we start to look at other world mythologies, because I would absolutely love to have a slew of like Olympians or Greek mythology figures. And again, it's something that I've just wanted for a long time, and finally Four Horsemen is making it happen. So if anybody from Four Horsemen is watching, thank you. Please keep them coming. I love them. Anyway, that is going to do it for the haul portion. It is much longer than the actual hunt. We will be going to Joe Fest here in a couple of weeks, so keep a lookout for that. In between now and then, we will be, the toy hunts will continue as usual. So stay tuned for the toy hunt stuff. But I have taken up enough of your time already. So thank you for watching. Again, you could have used your time to watch anything on YouTube, but you decided to watch this one, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. And if you're so inclined, share it with a friend. But we will catch you in the next video. So we'll see you real soon. Stay spooky.